you doing, girl? How you feeling? I'm gonna dive back into Nancy Guthrie. Okay, they're talking about the sheriff again. Okay, there are a lot of people that are teed off at this investigation. I'm going to be using Celestial Tarot Deck by Empath Soul. They make good tarot cards. And I thought we would delve into those energies. Okay. Hey, Rodinia, Dottie. Oh, my Memorial Day was copacetic, honey. Just fine. Hey, Patricia, Jules. Richard Nolette. Richard Nolette. Okay, so what is Richard Nolette to this case? Hey, Dottie. Oh, this is my Temu dress, Babo. Yes, girl. It's got a peekaboo, okay, on the side, girl. Yes. I've ordered some summer clothes. I'm getting ready to do donation. Takes me forever to do a donation, okay? But I got to get another big box because I want to throw all the Temu shoes that I don't want to wear anymore and throw them in a box and donate them. He literally did ciphers. Oh, wait. Richard Nolette. Okay, who's Richard Nolette? Okay. I bet you it's this one. Is that him? Mm-hmm. Told you, because they got quite a few of them up here. But I figured this one right here. Okay, he fits right into the Arizona atmosphere down there. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, There's a Richard Nolette who was beaten to death. Okay, so let's ask. I don't know who he is. And where does he stay? Hi, Penny. Okay, wait. He lives in California, but his brother claims Richard is in Arizona. What? Okay, Richard Nolette. Who is Richard Nolette? Is he the one that called in? Says he's from California. Says Richard Nolette from California went on YouTube and had an interview. Doesn't say he lives in Tucson.
Watch what olive oil does to your dog's lumps.
This is what it means if your dog keeps getting lumps on their body.
Just keeping, things close to the vest, or maybe he didn't take me seriously. I don't know which. But like we were talking the other day, like a thorough search of that lake would take no more than a week. Okay, and I mean, if the body is there, they should spend a week looking for it. They shouldn't spend an hour or two looking for it, because these people have hidden it. They could have done anything to it. They could have made it look like a rock. Supposedly it's in a plastic bag that's been weighted down with netting and weights, but it's going to be difficult to find is what I'm trying to tell you. I notified the major reporter.
So I got a lot of emails last week about a guy named Richard Nolette who was on a YouTube channel. I believe it was Sleuth.
Oh, this is Fugitive TV. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys go follow that channel and go listen to the whole interview if you want.
Okay. So let me clean my space here because you guys are all spooked out. And we're going to look at Richard Nolette, okay? And he said his brother. Now, did he have a name for his brother? He said his brother is involved in Nancy, not him. Okay. Let's look. Let's just do a general reading. Okay. What can you tell us about a gentleman by the name of Richard Nolette who lives here in California? Okay. He claims to have a serial killer brother? What can you tell us about Richard? Richard Nolette of California. He also has ties to Tucson, Arizona. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Tell us the story on Richard. Okay. We're getting the story on Richard Nolette. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles in reverse is letting go of people, places, and things. Okay. Um, yeah. People, places, and things. Four of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Queen of Wands here. Okay. So we have some feminine energy going on here. Creativity. Okay. And we have the Page of Swords. Okay. There's Chatty Patty. Chatty Patty's in reverse. Okay. Which refers to gossip, rumors, and lies. Okay. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this has something to do with family. Let me see, what would you say? This family history, okay? Family history, as in a lineage of these people. And the Three of Cups in reverse, okay? And the Page of Cups. So we have someone who's bringing forth some information, and he probably isn't sober, okay? He has family history of telling lies. I don't know who this female energy is coming from, okay? But I will give it to the creativity, okay? And the Five of Cups. Okay, so there may be some disparity. Maybe this is his mother figure, okay? We have regret, we have loss. And we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. We have imbalance. We have confusion. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. Yeah. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the Nine of Wands. And we have the Two of Cups over the Five of Cups. Under the Five of Cups. Okay. So we have some type of, I really don't like to say it, but I'm just going to say it. Everything's alleged, okay, for your entertainment purposes only. But this is like you're dealing with a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Someone who has a history of lying, big imagination, and yeah. And he might be getting high or drinking, which does not help the situation. Yes, there is a lineage. Okay. Yeah, yeah, but you can't. Everybody that comes up with a Nancy story, you can't just jump on it. Okay, you got to realize. I mean, look at the case. So you got to know it's an open. It's an open door for cuckoos. Okay, The case has been so mishandled and negligent. And that's what they're harping about. Let me finish with this guy, though. Okay. Seven of Cups. Okay. See. Seven of Cups. Yeah. Ten of Cups. And the Seven of Wands in reverse. And Strength. He sounds like one of those people that can really come up with a story, okay? Can come up with a story. He could tell it with a straight face and whatnots, okay? But at the end of the day, yeah, he's delusional. Yeah, he's up there in the stars. The High Priestess in reverse, okay? Yeah, delusional secrets, so to speak, okay? And the King of Cups in reverse. He's got a lot of cups in here, okay? And the Nine of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Cups. Damn. This looks like everybody in his family is cuckoo. And this looks like it's on the men's side of the family. Two of Wands in reverse. And the Six of Wands. He wants attention. Yeah. And the Sun in reverse. Yeah, he's not, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. So we gonna end it right here with the Four of Wands. Okay, there it is there. The family. Okay. Um he's a can short of a six pack. And I ain't talking about root beer either. He's a can short. Interesting though. Interesting. I haven't heard him talk. Oh, I did. Okay, but I couldn't. I I just couldn't. Okay. He was talking about and he was taking too long to land the plane and he's talking this stuff and I'm like, okay. I mean, he's a nut. You can tell just I don't know, I could. Hey Sin, how you feeling today? Yeah, that's sad. It's sad, but okay. We're gonna ask, did he have anything to do with the disappearance of Nancy? Okay. Did Richard Gillette have anything to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? Okay. And see, this is the type of person I wouldn't even pay to do a crime, okay? Because he's so delusional. Oh, child, okay? Lord, he will tell the police. He's a type that he will tell the police who did it, but they won't believe him because he'll spin some kind of delusional story in the process. Okay. Did Richard Roulette have anything to do, four cards, with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? Did Richard Roulette have anything to do with Nancy's disappearance? Four cards. Thank you for your answers. Did Richard Gillette have anything? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so that's the mind, that's the thoughts. Okay, and they're free. They're free. They're not tied up. They're just all over the place. Okay, let's look at the cards. Four cards. Nine of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. No. He ain't had nothing to do with it. Okay. And you see all these cups. So he ain't wrapped too tight. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if this guy was on drugs. And that's the last thing he needs is some drugs. All right. But anyway. There it is there. Okay. Oh, Patricia, you fell? You had a nasty fall. Yeah, he's attention. He's trying to get attention. And the thing about it is he's not that stupid to know that he knows how to get you going. Okay. But he gets a lot of people going just for them to find out that, yeah. Now, they're talking about the sheriff again, Sheriff Nanos, and his department, and the handling of Nancy Guthrie's case, okay, investigation, and why he would send people who didn't even have an experience in homicide, okay, out there. And I kind of think that, and I never mentioned it, but I always get the feeling that they're just as lazy as he is because that's what they're used to. They're used to him running the show. They're used to him not wanting to do anything, okay? Probably send him out to do it, and they do a half-ass job and come back, and everything's okay. Now, he claims he has a 100% homicide solve rate. So all his homicides have been solved. They definitely lazy Jules mama. Okay. Well, that's the impression I get. Mm-hmm. Hi, Sin. Where's Victoria? I didn't see Victoria. Hi, Victoria. I don't see you in there, but yeah. Okay. So what I was thinking of, okay, earlier was what did the perpetrators do? What happened with the perpetrators, okay, in this abduction, okay, of Nancy Guthrie? At the very beginning, okay, what can you tell us about the perpetrators that abducted Nancy Guthrie? What did they do? What did the perpetrators do in the Nancy Guthrie abduction? What did they do? What's going on? Okay, at the very beginning in her abduction, what were they doing? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay, so tell us the story, the perpetrators. What were they doing at the very beginning of this abduction? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands in reverse. So they were, it talks about the setbacks and recklessness. Okay, so their recklessness set them back. Oops, sorry. And then, the devil. Okay, so this right here is like the first thing that crossed my mind is they were looking for trouble. Okay, the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, they were looking for trouble. They were looking to break the law. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. They were hired. They were paid. And Judgment. Oh, let me let you see these cards, honey, okay? There's the Eight of Pentacles. They're paid workers, okay? And we have Judgment in reverse. And the Ten of Cups. Oh, now wait a minute. And the Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Swords. And the Four of Wands. Now this Ten of Cups and this Nine of Cups. Oh, I get this a lot, okay? Pretty much around a lot of the sheriff, okay, and that Tommaso guy. Everything's alleged. My interpretation, entertainment purposes only. Just want you to know that, okay? But I think they were drinking and doing drugs, okay? They were paid. They might have been paid, okay? Pretty sure we got the eight. Eight is working hard. So that's a worker. Okay. Pentacles is paid. Okay. So they were paid. So in order to pull off this job, okay, they were high and drunk. Okay. Hey, Sin. Hi, Alex. You like my kitty cat? That's right. You passed. You passed. You like Keisha and Tasha? Yes, it's my little boo boo. Huh? Is that my little boo boo? Oh, look. She looking at me like, don't even start. Okay, I leave you alone, girl. She looked at me like, ooh, child. Okay, so yeah, to carry out this plan, this event, okay, Seven of Cups. Okay, so yeah, all these cups right here, yeah, and the Empress. Now the Empress, she's got happiness and abundance over her head. Okay. We got conflict. We got conflict, competition, and the Tower in reverse. And the King of Wands. So they were paid by the King of Wands for this event. It's all hanging over his head. Okay. There's a tower moment, there's a delay. And the Magician. Yeah. And the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So, in regards to the perpetrators, okay, what they did with Nancy, okay, uh, um, at the beginning, okay, they were paid. They baby kids, okay, they were paid. However many of it was, it doesn't really say. They were paid. They were intoxicated or drunk, who knows, allegedly, okay. In other words, they had to drink some courage, okay, to go in here and pull this off on an 84-year-old woman, okay. And the Ten of Wands, they were struggling. And the Six of Swords is in reverse. And the King of Pentacles is in reverse. Now, this King of Pentacles in reverse represents corruption, materialism, and instability. And the Two of Swords. So basically, he had some decisions to make, some choices, okay? Because in his mind, he was struggling. He was struggling financially and he was struggling mentally. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So in the midst of this decision, okay, he decided how he was going to hold on to whatever it is he was trying to hold on, which in the Four of Pentacles was probably some money or maybe his house. And apparently he's been trying to avoid the conflict with the so happy Empress. Okay. But then the Four of Swords, okay, comes up. They had to put her to rest, okay, because they were struggling. And the Eight of Swords, they couldn't go nowhere. They were restricted. They had to do something. And the Three of Swords. And the Page of Wands. And the Three of Cups. Okay, here's what I'm getting, okay? My interpretation. I'm getting that there's not that many people involved in this. There's not that many people involved. That this was the struggle, so to speak, a mental struggle, a financial struggle, okay, and which basically came down to greed, materialistic egotism, greed, and all that rolled in it, especially when you're drinking, okay, and decided to put this plan into action, trying to hold on, trying to get to heaven on the tail of a kite. How about that? Trying to get to heaven on the tail of a kite, the kite string broke and down they fell. They didn't get to heaven, but they all went to, okay? Basically, that's what it is. I would sing it for you, but I got a little cough. Okay. Basically, that's what it is. I'm telling you. And I think that this person is pissed off because they're pissed, they're struggling, and they're looking at this lady, as far as they're concerned, is on her deathbed, who's all happy and cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? And it's pissing them off. And she ain't did nothing to them. It's just pissing them off. Okay? Just pissing them off. Okay? Everyone has their theories, though. You know why it's so far fetched? I believe it's so far fetched because the case has not been solved and the debauchery. Okay. Now I was reading this story about yeah, Richard Nolet says his brother took Nancy. Okay. Let's ask if his brother, okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay. He may be a can short of a six pack. Maybe he knows something. I don't know his brother's name, but let's ask. Did Nolet, Richard Nolet's brother, did Richard Nolet's brother have anything to do with the abduction of Nancy Guthrie? Four cards, four cards. What do you want us to know? Did his brother have anything to do with Nancy Guthrie's abduction, kidnapping, missing persons? Okay. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Four cards, four cards. Did he have anything, his brother have anything to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? Richard Nolet's brother. Now, I think the brother may stay out there in Tucson. I don't know. But did his brother have anything to do? What can you tell us? Four cards. And thank you for your answers. Mm-hmm. His brother. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Is that someone who takes initiative? Yes. Okay. There's someone who could take initiative. Okay. Let me just go on and do this because everybody else is scared or hesitant. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. Six of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. And Justice. Ooh. What we have here is some delays and obstacles, okay? Wanting to move on and not being able to, okay? Right here we have selfishness, okay? We have selfishness with the six they're taking, okay? But they got karma, the Wheel of Fortune, okay? The Wheel of Fortune doesn't stop. It goes around and round. You can't control it, okay? It goes around and round and does whatever it wants. And then you have justice, okay? Four more cards, four more cards. We need some more clarification. Four more cards, four more cards. Queen of Cups. And the Hangman. And the Three of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups in reverse. So we have a possibility that his brother could have done this, okay? And he was looking at it from a different perspective as far as taking this lady, okay? He might have been drinking, he may not have been in his right mind, okay? As far as the Six of Swords and the Queen of Cups, okay? The Hangman, yeah, he's not looking at it the same way. And if he did, it was teamwork. He had some help. But when the law started to come after them, okay, all of a sudden they had to separate. There was separation, instability. There was an unbalance, allegedly. I don't know about them selling their house. Where they gonna live? Oh yes, that's what I was doing about the. I wanted to read to you. Let me see. Okay, it said Sheriff Chris Nanos has faced intense scrutiny and public criticism over the handling of the crime scene and the leadership of the Criminal Investigations Division. Okay? Inexperienced allegations. Law enforcement insiders and sources allege that the lead detective and supervisors assigned to the Criminal Investigation Division unit lacked prior homicide experience before taking on the high profile case. Sheriff Nanos faced backlash over an alleged delay in contacting the FBI and for reportedly choosing to send the DNA somewhere else rather than to Virginia, to the Quantico, to the FBI, and contamination and missteps. Critics and true crime experts have scrutinized the department's initial handling of the crime scene, pointing to delayed deployment of search assets, perceived chain of custody issues, and unauthorized civilian access to the property. Sheriff Nanos faced intense political heat after past disciplinary records from his earlier tenure as a police officer in El Paso, Texas, and the gaps, okay? And he has consistently defended the integrity of their investigators, stating that they are working methodically through DNA evidence and thousands of hours of surveillance footage to bring the case to a resolution. Okay, that's what they say. And they're telling you, excuse me, to check the FBI for updates, okay? So I'm getting that his brother could have had something to do in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. If anybody can get the brother's name, maybe we can go from there. But yes, so that department is really under a lot of scrutiny. My last video was Chris Brown. It was funny because I was kind of laughing to myself because people made the statement that they didn't like Chris Brown. Okay. And I thought that was just kind of funny because I could care less if you like him. I was just doing a reading. Okay. I do a reading. I don't have to like you or love you. Okay. I'm just doing a reading on Chris Brown. And I just thought that was funny that they mentioned that. Oh yeah, somebody those cactuses and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I got a couple of people that left that comment. They didn't like Chris Brown. I don't love him or hate him. He's a nice looking man. No, I tell you that. You got to give him that. Love him or hate him, he's a nice looking man. He can sing, he can dance. So yeah, he's got some talent. But I think he's a Taurus, I believe. You know, he's just bullheaded. Yeah, I've seen that. Basically, they're saying they don't want them to camp out in front of the house. So I don't know. Here's the thing, okay? I don't know how many people are camping out, and I understand the interest in Nancy Guthrie, okay? But there's a way that you do things. And when you're out there late at night, you don't have to make a lot of noise to make a lot of noise, okay? You don't have to be out there making a lot of noise to be making a lot of noise. And if you're talking to each other, you don't have to be talking loud. People can still hear you. And that can be worrisome for people who have been living out there and they're not used to hearing that. Okay. And it bothers them. They don't feel safe. Marcus Delgado is his name. Whoever did that, we had just left, wasn't gone 5 minutes. You wasn't gone five. Oh, well, they had all that stuff waiting on you, honey. They, they already was breaking. They probably was breaking it up in the back while y'all was sitting out there. Okay, as soon as you left, they went whoop and ran off. Okay. But they shouldn't have did that though, regardless. But you know. Okay, so Marcus Delgado. Let's see. Let's look up. Do we have a Marcus Delgado? Now this one. Hi, Midnight Intuition. Okay. Now I'm getting Marcus Delgado as a canine handler, a former canine handler in Tucson. Okay. Um, who worked in, I don't mean camping out is spending the night. I just mean sitting out there at night. We did, oh, name is Michael Nolette. Okay, let's look. Michael Nolette. Who was the other guy I looked up? Michael Nolette. Oh, what was the brother's name? Oh, okay. So, Michael Nolette. Tell us the story of Michael Nolette, Richard's brother. Richard Nolette's brother, Michael. What's up with Michael? What's that like? Okay. Tell us about Michael. Give us a little info on Michael. What do you know? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay. Michael Nolette, Richard Nolette's brother. And thank you for your answers. Okay. Michael Nolette. Nine of Cups. Uh-oh. Nine of Cups. Okay, so his wishes have not been fulfilled or his plans. He's a disappointment, okay, and he's arrogant. Seven of Wands, okay, he's on the defense. And the Two of Swords, okay, he's on the defense trying to figure out which way to go. He's at a crossroads. Oh, the truth. Oh, he knows. He knows. What does he know? And the Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh. The Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. the Ace of Swords next to the Queen of Swords in reverse. In reverse. Oh, shut up. Oh, wow, that's interesting. It says that this Ace of Swords, okay, which is clarity and truth, is being obstructed or blocked by the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? So this is causing this confusion, okay? There's misdirected, miscommunication. Yeah. This suggests that a breakthrough, a truth, okay, is being blocked or tainted by confusion. Oh, shut up. Or clouded judgment. Okay, it is there. And the Page of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Cups in reverse is someone who's childish and immature, who's afraid to trust. Okay, so he's paranoid. Okay, so what it's telling me is that this person doesn't know if he's coming or going. He's confused. Maybe he's on drugs or drinking or whatever, okay? And his judgment, okay, like I told you what was going on with at the beginning with Nancy's abductor, that they looked like they was drinking and on drugs. And remember, I just read it. Okay, well, it's showing here that this person is confused, blocked. He don't know what he did. Okay. King of Wands on the defense, protecting them. Oh, getting protection. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. Manipulation. Corruption and instability. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone young. Does anybody know his age? And the Six of Wands in reverse. So we got some failure here. And the Three of Cups. We have a celebration. But that could be overindulgence because you got the Page of Cups and you got the Three of Cups. Okay. My. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yep. Overindulgence. Manipulation. Financial issues. And the Devil. Ooh. And the Two of Wands, a plan of action. And the Ten of Cups, drinking. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So the Seven of Pentacles, that's a reap what you sow card, but it's in reverse. So it's like you didn't get what you expected, what you set out to do or get. And the Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. And the Empress. There's some female energy and it's not good. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So that's a loss. And the Six of Cups in reverse. And the Sun. So there's some kind of awakening here, okay? But with these cups in reverse, okay, it's drinking, it's overindulgence, and then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, okay, and Judgment in reverse. And the Five of Cups in reverse. And the Chariot in reverse. Okay. And the Page of Swords, Chatty Patty. I think that this person loses control and gets impatient when they're under the influence. Okay? They're drinking. Okay. Not to mention, okay, uh, yeah, he had swords, but the brother had a bunch of um, cups. Okay, that tell you okay that he just oh no, crazy and drinking is not a mix. Okay, let's ask if Michael Nolette. What happened to Nanos? My light keeps flickering. This is my light. I got to get up there and put another bulb in or just get a lamp here to control the light. Okay. Did Michael Nolette have anything to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? Did we ask that? Oh, yeah, we asked Richard. Richard. Okay. Michael. Michael Nolette, 4 cards, have anything to do in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. 4 cards. 4 cards. Four cards. 4 cards. What do you want us to know? Yeah, where has old Gray Goat been? Yes, they've been going in, and I believe they're all over the United States. Okay, they're all over the United States, and they have been rescuing all kinds of children. And you see, you don't hear anything about that. Okay. The Ace of Wands. Okay, we got action. Oh yeah, we got some action. Passionate. Okay. So tell us more. Did Michael Nolette have anything to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? Four Cups in reverse. Something was received, accepted. Queen of Cups. An offer. And the Three of Wands. A plan. Waiting. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This says refusal. So if that's the case, they refused the offer. Tell us more. Tell us more. Okay. 4 more cards. 4 more cards. Mm. Usually it's like, see, this is what gets me, is they're saying I'm learning this, and I know I'm not crazy. Okay. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands. We got action. Oh, death. Okay. So we have the end, an ending and a beginning. And we have the Ten of Cups. Dang. It's like he if he did refuse, okay, because mine I'm getting accepted, the offer, okay, of a family member. Okay, the end of a family member. And temperance in reverse. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And now this like here is overindulgence or impatient. And this is like waiting impatiently, okay? Waiting impatiently. Like a little kid. Like a little kid, okay? And the Ten of Pentacles. Family disputes, okay? And loss of money. Page of Pentacles in reverse. They don't want me to know. They don't want to tell me too much. The cards don't want to tell me too much. They're telling me that there was an offer, okay? And this could be from a family member to a family member. Because I got the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups, okay? Okay, so that's the scoop on nanos. I'm not surprised about it, but I told you that there was going to be more information that came out on him. But let's ask. Does Sheriff Chris Nanos have something to do in covering up the trafficking of children out there in Pima County, Arizona? Does he have an involvement? Tell us the story. Sheriff Nanos, okay, have any involvement in the trafficking of children out there in Pima County, Arizona? Say, because I think they have an undercover out there going on. And you should, all the people that they arrest, it's a lot of people, okay? And all those children that they rescue, these are abducted children, runaway children, and these are children who are grown, but they're still teenagers, like 18 and 19, and they're allowing themselves to be trafficked. And they get into these crime networks, okay, for protection and for money. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Does he have anything to do? Six of Cups in the past. In the past. Okay. Tell us more. Two of Wands. Plan of action. Yeah. Plan of action, setting goals. There he goes, the King of Swords. That's my Sheriff Nano's card. And he came up. And the Four of Swords. He might be planning to retire. Even though we didn't ask that question, he might be planning to retire. And the Eight of Swords. Uh-huh. He's caught up. He's caught up. He's got choices, but he's caught up. He can't figure out, okay, which one to make because he's blindfolded. And we have a star in reverse. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. So we have truth, clarity, communication. That might be his plan to make an announcement. Let's keep going. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So family disputes, okay? Money. And the Ace of Wands. Yeah. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Ooh, the Nine of Swords in the Eight of Swords. He may have some health issues going on here. That's interesting. And the Seven of Cups. Yeah. He may have some health issues going on here with his mind. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. There's the ending. And the King of Wands. Oh. Family disputes and the money. And it's him and the King of Wands. And it looks like it's over for the King of Wands. And, well, there's an ending. There's an ending coming. And the betrayal. Ooh, child. And the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody getting paid. And Judgment in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles. So he might be planning on hiding the truth or telling the truth. I'm not sure which one right now. And the emperor in reverse. The corruption. And the money. They're getting paid. Getting paid to betray. And the Knight of Swords. Mm, mm, mm. And the King of Cups. So it's not just him. There's some other people in here. And they're men and the Knight of Cups. Okay, he's not the only one allegedly involved. There's other people involved and other men. They're men. And I had got this before, okay, but it doesn't. Oh. Okay, I'm not getting children, okay, except for the Six of Cups. That could be your children in reverse. Nostalgia, that's the children in the past. Mm-hmm. The Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Those are your children card, okay? But he was doing, I got 1, 2, 3, I got like 4 men in here. But I definitely have 3. I might have 4, but I definitely have 3. You're going to hear about it. This sheriff, I believe, is planning on retiring. Those band players. I don't think it's so much the band players. It may be somebody in his department. That's all. That's the feeling I get. Okay, the band players did not enter my mind, but other co-workers, so to speak, is what's in my mind when I'm thinking of these kings. Okay, that's right, Midnight. But the thing about it is, even if he retires, he still doesn't escape justice. I don't know. I don't know how that works. He may still get a pension, but he's not exempt from the law. Does the Pima County Sheriff Department have any involvement in child trafficking? What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? Does the Pima County Sheriff's Department have any involvement in child trafficking? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Ten of Wands. Is that up to children? Is that the load they're carrying? The struggle? Ten of Wands. Talks about burdens. Okay. Oh yeah, I looked that up about the body parts that place. They shut it down. This was in 2019. They were doing body parts, okay, but they were corrupted. Okay, not only were they corrupted, they were perverted. Okay, the man said he went in there and he found a body with a missing head. The man's head was missing, and he had a small head that was sewn onto the body. Okay, they had body parts piled on top of each other. Just, Silence of the Lambs didn't have nothing on them. Okay, but they shut it down. Yes, and they had this big lawsuit. The families were. Some people had donated their body to science. Okay, that's what they were supposed to be for. But instead of using the bodies for science, they were selling parts and organs or whatever they could sell, and doing their own creativities, okay, I guess when they were bored. Yes, girl, you got to read it. Read the Selling Body Parts in Arizona, okay, and it'll come up. It was from 2019. Yes, it's disgusting. It was disgusting. You got to read it. I don't know what all they said. I do remember the head being sewn on, and the body parts, and the all kind of stuff, and the families were outraged. Okay, and oh yeah, they shut that down. Yes, he's gonna be. Oh yeah. One thing about prison, it's a small world. Okay, it's a small world, and you will run into. Matter of fact, what's that deputy that got charged? Okay, oh, they gonna be cellmates. Uh-huh. It's gonna be Pookie and Pookie Jr. Let me tell it. That's right. No, they don't show you anything, okay, but you can read it. They'll tell you, okay, what had happened back then. Yes. Somebody has sent it to, and it's in my comments on one of these videos. Yes. I looked it up. They weren't lying. Yep. They went into that place and found all kind of atrocities, doing everything but what they were supposed to be doing. Girl, okay, that's crazy. Okay, so let's go on with the sheriff and the sheriff department and the trafficking. Oh no, you don't get no, you don't. It's nothing to watch. You read it, okay? Believe me, when you read it, you ain't gonna want to watch. Ain't nothing to see. No, 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 no. Okay, you want to see somebody get with their head chopped off, and they just sold another little bitty head onto them. What was it, a baby's head or something? I don't know, girl. The thing about it is, you really got to hold these cities, these states that are close to the border. You really got to hold them under scrutiny, okay? Especially when they're next to a corrupted country such as Mexico. You definitely got to look at it, okay? But anyway, we on to the child trafficking and the Pima County. We got the Ten of Wands. We have a struggle here. We have burdens, okay? And we have the Three of Pentacles, okay? So this was a team effort, okay? This was team effort. And the Eight of Wands, okay? Team effort. They gave up. They surrendered. Two of Wands. Two of Swords, excuse me. So apparently there was a crossroads. Oh, Eight of Wands. Okay. I'm thinking of being on of Nine of Wands. I'm thinking of Nine of Wands. This is Eight of Wands. Oh. So it came through. People was at a crossroads. It was a slow development. Mm. And the King of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Mm. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Dang. Was it in the family? And the Two of Cups in reverse. And Justice. And the Three of Cups. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. It looked like it was teamwork, okay? And there was a decision or at a crossroads. He was stuck. He was stuck, okay? But he was too busy partying. partying, drinking, okay, spending money. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles talks about the manipulation, the overindulgence, and the financial losses, honey. Ah! And the Four of Cups. Yep. And the Queen of Swords. I wonder, did Nancy know about this? And the Fool. And the Four of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords in reverse. We got some clarity here. Some revelation. There was a revelation. And the Six of Wands in reverse. Shame. Shameful. And the Queen of Cups. And the Seven of Wands. Now, I asked, was the police department had something to do in trafficking children? I'm not getting really like it's the police department. I'm getting some family things. Let me ask, okay? Let me ask. Did Annie and Tommaso have anything to do with child trafficking? Okay? What do you want us to know? Did Annie Guthrie and Tommaso Cioni have anything to do with the trafficking of children in Arizona? Pima County, Arizona. Okay? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answer. Four cards. Did they have something to do with trafficking children? Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Cooperation and creativity. Four cards. We got cooperation and teamwork and the King of Cups. And the King of Wands. The Three of Wands. And the Page of Cups in reverse. It's kind of telling me that allegedly somebody did have some kind of involvement. Young kids, emotionally immature. Yeah, insecure children. Children who are afraid to trust, okay? In other words, like abused children or mentally. Mm. Former cards, former cards. Former cards. Clarification. The Empress in reverse. Okay. Domestic issues. The Chariot. The King of Wands was in control. He was the moving force. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. And strength. Now, strength is another form of control. He had strength with these children, okay? It was a plan, it was a burden, it was a struggle. What do we have? Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. The Ten of Wands in reverse talks about too many responsibilities. Okay? Mm. Hey, Naomi. Somebody mentioned about the sheriff being involved in in covering up the sex trafficking or human trafficking that was going on. Okay, and I asked the cards. Okay, I am getting my King of Wands. That is my capital T card. Okay. hmm And you know how you ask the cards one question and it's telling you another story? You're like, this story does not go with the question I asked. And that too. Okay. And see, this is how they get people involved because they're hard up for money, whether it be to pay their bills or for more drugs. Okay. They're hard up for money. See what I'm saying? Okay. That's all I'm asking. And like I said, take this with a grain of salt. There's absolutely no facts to anything. But we gonna ask, did Nancy find out about the trafficking? Did Nancy Guthrie find out? Does she know about the child trafficking that was going on in Pima County? 4 cards. Did she know? Did she find out about child trafficking in Pima County? Because you got to realize, you asked too, is because these people travel in the same circles. Not only did they grow up, and they all in that same neighborhood. Okay. What do you want us to know? 4 cards. Did Nancy Guthrie know anything about child trafficking in Pima County? 4 cards. 4 cards. Did she know? Was she aware of this? King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. King of Pentacles in reverse talks about corruption and instability. Okay. 4 cards. King of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Wands in reverse. Surrender. Give up. Trap. Stubborn. Giving up. The World. Six of Cups. The Children in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. Disappointment. Four more cards. 4 more cards. Did Nancy know about the child trafficking or sex trafficking in Pima County? Trafficking in Pima County. King of Wands. That's my Mr. T card. Queen of Swords in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. Shame. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Rock bottom. Okay, so it's not really telling me yes or no, but it's telling me Queen of Swords in reverse. Manipulation. So this talks about ending boundaries, okay, and expert manipulation. This talks about the Six of Cups, okay? This talks about not being able to let go of the past, okay? It also is the children card, okay? And we have the Six of Wands in reverse that talks about shame, okay? Failure. The Ten of Swords is in reverse too. It talks, the swords are knowledge, okay? She may not have had knowledge of the kids, or she might have been holding on to knowledge of the kids. Because in reverse talks about holding on. I'm not getting an answer either way it goes. So since I have a lot of cards in reverse, I'm just going to go with no. She didn't know. She didn't know. She knew something. She knew her money was missing. She knew that. That's all she needed to know. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. Her money gone. Well, be careful, girl, walking around, and I hope you recover quickly. God bless you with a quick recovery. Do you wear a back brace when you walk around? That's cute. Yeah, she knew about that money. I know that. That show up in the cars. Okay. So I'm going to get off. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up the video. I am going to get off. That was pretty interesting. Okay. Keep your eyes and your ears open. Okay. Because this case is not over. This case is not over. And people are pissed. They are really getting pissed because I'm telling you, we already know. I think some people are maybe just coming around to the depth of this debauchery. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. You're down there in you're hearing bad things about your sheriff, and he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing down there. And now they got a missing lady that's been abducted, and she's pretty much gone. And you sitting up there, okay, trying to show off and high side in on the cameras and drinking and fumbled the bag. Yeah. And then talking about I ain't did nothing wrong. Stay blessed. Bye.